I, 19-year-old female, am in my second year of uni. In my degree, there are certain classes that require attending lectures to pass. Otherwise, you fail and have to retake it next year. This year, most of my classes are like this. Recently, my mom got a job. I want to clarify that my parents obviously pay for the house we're living in, as well as water, electricity, and food. However, I pay for my own expenses with my own money. I've been paying for my clothes, hygiene products, medicines, etc. Since I was 16, they are paying for my driver's license, but only because they forced me to get it, even though I didn't want or need it. During summer, my mom works evenings, and my stepdad, who is like my dad, switches between morning and evening shifts. As a result, I had to stay at home with my 9-year-old brother every other week. This made me angry because I had an offer to work as an au pair for the summer, but I had to reject it because of this situation. I also couldn't work during that time. However, I thought it was fine, and that I could take the offer next summer, or find an even better one. This year, my lectures are in the evenings. As I mentioned before, most of them are compulsory, so I can only skip a few if I don't want to fail. My mom already told me that I would have to skip classes, but I responded that I couldn't. She said that I had no choice but to stay at home, since she refuses to hire a nanny or ask my grandparents or aunts to help, like they did when I was a kid. Yesterday, she told me that I had to skip all of my lectures on Monday, but I said no. These are the first lectures, and I need to go to see how the class works. Plus, there's a project that will be discussed during this first lecture, and it will affect my grades if I don't attend. Also, I really enjoy going to uni because it allows me to see my friends and be away from home. My parents have a tendency to yell at me and insult me, and lately they've been calling me fat. I am male, 1.65, 55 kilograms minus 5, 4, 121 pounds, which is nowhere near fat. My mom called me selfish and my stepdad called me lazy. They said that I've been getting everything I wanted my whole life, even though they were verbally abusive. They even said that they wanted to kick me out and that I should be ashamed of my behavior. They called me a shitty person and claimed that I have always been one. Now they're not talking to me. I feel terrible every time they come home and don't even say hello. I love my brother and I love spending time with him, but I also love my degree. I want to get the best grades I can because it's the only way I feel satisfied with myself. I think I should have the right to prioritize my education. So, am I the idiot? Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. Do they not understand or not believe you about the attendance requirements? They are literally asking you to fail your degree. Given their expectations and their horrible reactions to you, it sounds like they don't like losing control of you and want you to fail, become miserable, and basically become a poor worker for the family. It's clear that they can rely on other family members or hire a nanny, but they choose not to. I'm so sorry to say this, but they are horrible parents. The sooner you realize this and deal with that pain, the world will open up to you. University isn't just about the degree, but also one of the best social experiences you can have. I suspect they see that change in you and are trying to control you even further. Good luck, and remember to double line space your notes so that you can add more amazing notes during revision. L. Comment 2. Not the idiot, just a few things. If there are issues with babysitting and your parents don't contact other relatives, try to contact them yourself and ask if they can help while you have to go to lectures. Also, I recommend contacting the department or person responsible for helping students or providing mental health resources. They may let you miss some lectures or find an alternative solution, such as video classes or changed assignments. They might also provide resources to help you distance yourself from your own family. Finally, I recommend having a plan B in case you get kicked out, or if the situation gets worse. Ask your other family members if you can live with them, or ask your friends. Check for resources for estranged students. At the end of the day, it's your education and work prospects. Comment 3. Not the idiot. Your parents are not valuing your education, which shows that they don't respect you as a person. I would definitely talk to the university to see if they can make allowances for your situation. Colleges often have systems in place to support students who are carers. Now, for the next story. My friend group from elementary school and travel soccer has stayed very close throughout our lives. We're lucky to have a group of us that go on vacations together, attend concerts, do holidays, and things like that. Last night, I went to one of the girls in my friend group's wedding with the rest of our posse. It was an all-day event. 1 p.m. to 2 a.m. It was a beautiful day, and we are so excited she's gotten everything she's wanted, but we feel a little snubbed. She barely talked to us the entire night, and really didn't acknowledge us at all, honestly. If you're asking why we're such close friends and not in the wedding, we were surprised too. Her bridesmaids were entirely people from his family because he didn't want anyone in the ceremony that wasn't Catholic. It's not like we were expecting her to spend the night with us, but we wanted to be at least acknowledged or to celebrate with her in some way. We all left feeling like we were just invited to fill seats in a room. For example, she would smile in passing or say hi, accept a hug, but she wouldn't engage in anything with us like a dance or conversation. Now, it's my year to host Friendsgiving, and we're doing it at my family's cottage in Maine. A few friends from our group got together for brunch this morning and brought up how they don't want to invite her this year because of the way they were treated last night. One friend has even created a new group chat already without her. I know weddings are stressful, and she very well could have been tailoring her time to people she thought would need that extra attention. But I also can see what my friends mean by not feeling like an actual friend to her. The vibe was off, and it was weird with her for some reason. I'm torn between making her upset and making my friend group upset. Would I be the idiot if I didn't invite her to Friendsgiving? Comment 1. You're the idiot. You and your entire friend group sound staggeringly immature and self-absorbed. Honestly, if you hadn't specifically mentioned a wedding and vacations taken together, I would have thought y'all were about 13, based on the tone and complaints here. This was your dear friend's wedding day, one of the only days in her life that is meant entirely to celebrate her and the man she loves. And you're making it about you and a bunch of other people. You're literally complaining that she didn't spend enough time on her special day fussing over you and your friend group. Why would she? It's literally supposed to be the other way around. You were all supposed to be there to celebrate her. It was not her job to make you feel loved or special on her wedding day. And as others have noted, most brides barely get a moment to even think clearly, much less contemplate whether they've made each and every guest feel particularly doted on. My sister didn't even get to eat on her wedding day. Despite gorgeous catering, a full meal and hors d'oeuvres, she was so busy running around. You're the idiot, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You not only spent her wedding day thinking about yourselves, now you're trying to punish her for it. You sound like dreadful friends who don't know the meaning of the word. Comment 2. You're the idiot if you guys are truly lifelong friends like this. Why in the world would you jump immediately to talking behind her back and excluding her the next day after this happened? At least speak to her first and find out what was going on behind the scenes during her wedding. None of you were in the bridal party, so you have no idea what it might have been like for her. It sounds like her husband and his family put a lot of pressure on. I'm not saying it was right that she treated you guys that way, but you should think about whether or not this was a pattern from her culminating in this wedding experience, or if this was something out of character for the person you've known your whole lives. Comment 3. You're the idiot. Do you have any idea how busy the bride is on her wedding day? When I got married, my wife and I didn't have a minute to sit down. We had to talk to so many people, thank everyone for coming, socialize constantly, even though we're both pretty introverted normally, barely got 2 minutes to eat, etc. My close friends were there as well, and outside of some pre-ceremony time with my groomsmen, I didn't really get a chance to talk at length with anyone either. From what you've written, it sounds like you all need to chill out and stop being so selfish. That was her day, and you were there to support and celebrate her. So why make it all about you? Now, for the next story, let me explain myself a little bit. My girlfriend, 18 years old, and I, 19 years old, have been together for a year and a half. We are currently living at my father's place. I'm still in school, and I work a lot, about 30 hours a week. My girlfriend quit school a while ago and doesn't have a job. So I've been providing for the both of us, and even though I would never admit it to her, it's extremely hard, and I am exhausted all the time. I try to tell her in the nicest way I could that she could maybe start looking for a job to help me a little, but every time I bring it up, she gets pissed off. She keeps telling me that she does a lot of chores in the house and it takes a lot of her time, but every time I come home, I find dirty dishes in the sink and piles of clothes next to the washing machine that need to be cleaned, and I end up doing all of it. Anyway, recently she suffered from appendicitis and had to be hospitalized for 3 days. While the doctor was giving us an update, he asked her the reason she had stopped renewing her contraceptive pill 1 month ago. She turned red and kept looking away from me. She started stuttering and finally asked me to go and get her water. When we got home, I was extremely pissed off because she always told me that I didn't need to wear a condom, because she was taking the pill. The reason I got so pissed off is because I don't want to bring a baby into this world without knowing confidently that I can provide for him and her. Also, we are still so young. I'm still in school, and to be quite honest, I'm not ready to have a baby. She tried to explain herself by saying that she is home alone all day, and that she thought that having a baby would give her a sort of purpose. So now she has been crying for 2 days straight because of how mad I got. I just want to specify that I was only screaming. I would never be physical with her. I just want to know, am I the idiot for the way I reacted? Should I have just let it go? Now, here are the comments. Not the idiot, as she has withheld information from you. However, is being home alone with a baby and a purpose. The only reason? The pill has awful effects on the body, so please check if there is another reason also. Contraceptives can cause major weight gain, make the risk of cancer higher, and blood pressure issues, so just make sure she's okay and use a condom if you plan to stay with her. Good on you for knowing what you want in life and not planning on being an irresponsible parent. Comment 3. Not the idiot, and you need to drop this baby-trapping little fiend now. Your typo in your second sentence was very on point. She is looking for a baby daddy to support her lazy self. Kick her out as soon as you can and do not have sex with her. Now, for the next story. I, 20-year-old female, and my boyfriend, 20-year-old male, share pretty much everything. I like my t-shirts oversized, usually a men's medium, so they fit him. Recently, he started playing paintball and started wearing the t-shirts I bought. He says it'll wash out, which it sometimes does. He'll go get clothes covered in paint and wait 2-3 weeks to wash them. He wore my black cargo pants, which really annoyed me because I like the way they fit me. I told him I don't want him wearing my clothes anymore. We got into an argument, and I said he should buy his own clothes, which hit a nerve because he doesn't have a job. I make more than enough money to support us, and money isn't the problem. The problem is that he has no problem ruining clothes that he didn't buy. I do feel bad for arguing and bringing up that he has no income. Am I the idiot? Comment 1. You're the idiot? A bit to yourself. He's acting as if he's some toddler that's unable to learn or understand what he's being told. He's not going to change, and he's shown you that he's not going to change. You need to treat people how they teach you to treat them. Right now, your boyfriend is telling you that he doesn't care about what you want. I suggest reading this before reading the rest of my comment. It's written by a guy who was doing similar things as your boyfriend. She left me for leaving dishes by the sink. Quote, at this point, it's not about the shirts. It's about basic respect. Asking your boyfriend not to wear your shirts has become asking him to respect you enough not to wear them. You've communicated clearly. He's making you ask him to treat you like an equal partner and human being and repeatedly saying no. Comment 2. Not the idiot. If he can't afford to buy his own clothes, although doesn't he already own clothes? How can he afford to play paintball? And why does he not do the laundry to contribute to the household you're supporting? Time to reevaluate your relationship. Comment 3. Info. Why doesn't he have a job? Not the idiot at all. I'm just curious why he's unable to support himself, but is fine with ruining your things. You don't need to justify saying no. He needs to respect that and stop borrowing your clothes. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.